Hey everybody, what's happening? Jason, are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, thank God.
Thank goodness.
Okay, so long story short, we had a lot of issues tonight. We haven't started the podcast just yet. We're actually going to start here in a second. I got to start up our Audacity, as you can see here on the screen. We've had to kind of fiddle around with how we're going to record this because I couldn't get our OBS going the right way. We're doing this really weird recording with Jason in this weird small window. It's not normal at all. I have to fix it, but tonight's not the night. I just spent an hour and a half trying to do it. Was it an hour and a half? How long was I doing this?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. So I've been doing this for a long time. Yeah. So anyway, we're finally live. Hello, everybody. Woo! And we're about to start. Here we go. Welcome to Heroic Nonsense. I'm Chris.
I'm Heather.
And I'm Jason.
Oh, that's God. Right. I want to die.
Well, don't do that.
Well, you took the long way around, and it's all I take full blame because I didn't feel good the other day. So that's why we didn't record on our normal day. And then we got into this situation, and now we're live. So there you go.
Well, that's okay. So this is the first time we've done this live. So we've run into a couple hiccups, which is pretty normal for the Gassocast for us. So we're bringing it right into Heroic Nonsense, the podcast. But I'm so glad we're doing this live. We've had this planned to do this for a long time. We've never gotten around to it. And tonight is finally the night.
Woohoo! I wish we had some sort of celebration noise. Do we? No. You're touching buttons, so I didn't know if you had a
No. I listen, if I hooked up that thing right now, the sound effects thing, I think we'd be in more trouble. So I decided to stay away from that.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know.
So this is a sign. We've threatened to go live before, and now we've actually done it. So here we are.
Finally.
Hopefully it doesn't suck.
It already does. Are you kidding me?
It does, isn't it? It's wonderful. It's wonderful how much it sucks, right?
What is the plan for this evening?
Well, I don't know. Well, today we found out the tragic news that of Kobe Bryant dying in a helicopter crash with his 13-year-old daughter, and there was 9 total people. So there were 7 others, and Kobe Bryant, his daughter. So that was pretty awful. It's awful news to hear today. A lot of people across, not just in the sports world, but just in general. I mean, he was kind of an icon. I definitely was, but I'm not a real big basketball guy, but you can acknowledge when somebody has actually impacted people's lives in a positive way. But that didn't lead to a shortage of people on Twitter who were just being real, look how wonderful I am. And I'm just going to point out, his past where he had this altercation back in 2003 with the woman from Colorado. And it was Rachel Lee Cook, who I think, is it Rachel Lee Cook? Is she the one that's on, no, that's not her. Who's the one that's on Westworld?
Oh my God. I've never watched that. I watched that show. I tried watching
Evan Rachel Wood, not Rachel Lee Cook.
I tried watching that show one time, and I honestly thought I was going to throw my TV out the window. I could not stand that show.
Yeah, well, it's Evan Rachel Wood, and she basically went on Twitter and just said, while he's a sports hero, he was also a rapist. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, lady, it's not about you. So let's you don't need to earn points today. Earn your points maybe like in a couple weeks after that. But God, it's so annoying. And Westworld's, you know what? The TV show Westworld sucks.
It does. It sucks ass.
It all sucks because of Evan Rachel Wood. So
fuck you, Evan Rachel Wood. Who did
dubs.
Who did you say it was at first? Because
Rachel
I think we should apologize.
No, Rachel Cook, she's fine. She's star of Josie and the Pussycats, and she's all that. So
that's too bad.
Yeah,
that we just.
That's Josie and the Pussycats. Hey, Josie and the Pussycats, very good movie. Highly, highly underrated, as opposed to Evan Rachel Wood's career, which was overrated. There, I said.
No, I'm just saying it's too bad we shit on her name for the first 10 seconds.
Yes, got her name wrong.
I did see people were saying the same thing on my Facebook feed, and some of those people are well-known assholes anyway. But they were saying stuff on the Facebook feed, and I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And it's like you almost want to reach out and say, listen, I don't think now is the time. Like, let's give it a day to like settle, like the news to settle in. Why be a dick right out the gate? But some people have to do that.
Listen, here's my thing, okay? And I'm gonna be very upfront about this. Don't fucking disrespect people like that.
Oh God, here comes Heather.
I mean,
Ooh.
when you go,
Hold on. This is hothead Heather.
No, listen. When it's your time, do you want people saying, "Oh, he was known for,
not good, not being able to go on live with OBS with Skype."
That Chris Gass, he couldn't get the Skype working ever.
He had a Skype issue and he had a small wiener. We hated that motherfucker.
He was really good at getting the home runs in baseball. But he kicked that one kid that one time in the face because he
had smelly balls.
I mean, like someone lost their life. Not just someone, a husband, a son, and a friend. A father.
Yeah, but it was also
Lost
him
his
and his
life.
daughter.
Absolutely.
So his 13-year-old daughter was also dead. He has 3 other children and his wife. So who has to sit there and listen to Evan Rachel Wood? And it's just, he's anyway.
Evan
It's
Rachel
gross.
Wood, you jerk.
It's gross. You should be more like Rachel Lee Cook.
Yeah, right. Heather, I do like how you pulled it out of thin air. A baseball player who hit children. I thought that was pretty good.
I couldn't
child.
think of anything else.
Good for you, Heather.
But someone lost their life today. Shut the fuck up about his past.
Right.
He was somebody to a lot of people. So I
Yeah,
mean,
well, he's a legend, right? So he's a legend, and he's big to a lot of children out there who look up to him, because he was a fantastic basketball player. And instead, people have to pull out all the bad shit. But maybe they feel better today because they were able to say that. Me, on the other hand, I couldn't say shit like that.
no,
That's just not how I roll.
I don't like that. I
But-
mean, the same thing happened when Michael Jackson passed away.
It did, yeah.
Obviously,
Right.
everyone has a past.
Got a little handsy a couple of times. That we're not totally sure about that, but we're pretty sure that he did.
I'm not gonna get too far into it, but when someone
how-
passes away, let's remember them in the. I don't know.
At least wait until the fire was still burning, for God's sakes, because she had to sit there and just show how almighty she was. She can go to heck.
How about the assholes?
She can go right to heck.
How about the assholes posting all of their Kobe Bryant pops up on eBay right now for like tons of money? There was one dude who posted, it looked like 3 pops for like $700 and some, and there was 25 bids on it. 25 bids on that for 3 pops. Kobe Bryant pops. Just yesterday they were worth very little. Now today they're up to $790.
Yeah, they were like $20 as of this morning.
Yes.
Hey, you got to profiteer off of tragedy or something. I don't know. It's gross. But hey, if someone's buying them for that.
Right. But right, and that's the thing. If somebody's willing to buy,
if someone weren't buying them, so are you going to get mad at the person selling it or the person buying it?
I'm just not going to own one.
Same.
I don't own a Kobe Bryant pop, and I don't think I'm going to start owning Kobe Bryant pops. So that's it. That's all I got to say about that.
right.
But that's a major figure. He's only 41, which also that's way too young. But man, helicopters. I don't like helicopters for that reason.
Yeah, I was actually talking to somebody last week who he was in where was he? He was down in North Carolina. He was driving down the road with his wife. He saw some place with a big sign that said helicopter rides. He gets on the helicopter, they go flying around. He said he was white knuckled the entire time, but his wife loved it. And then of course they come in and they land. I personally cannot trust shit like that. And call me a big pussy, but I'm not driving off the side of the road and I'm like, oh my God, there's a big sign saying 1-800-helicopters, and I'm going to get on a helicopter with Randy the helicopter guy. Like, I'm not doing that shit because this type of thing could happen. Who knows? Like, who knows what happened in this particular crash? I do not like helicopters or getting in helicopters. I'm not down with that.
Yeah, that's I remember we were in we went to the Grand Canyon, and you go, oh, we could do a helicopter tour. I said, no, I wanna come home after this trip. It's one of those things. You hear bad things about him, but it was his helicopter, and he had flown it safely. Like, I don't know how many times he did it. It was his regular helicopter. He would usually take the games to the Staples Center, apparently, when he played. But still, it's a horrible thing that happens. You hear the same thing about like those small planes, like what could happen? Almost happened to Harrison Ford. He got into that crash. I don't know. It's not for me. I'll drive, and I'll take a commercial plane. And pay the.
You know what? I'm like even to the point now where I don't even want to get in a commercial plane. Like I have a really bad fear of all this. When I hear of airplane crashes or helicopter crashes, I am literally shaken in my boots.
To your core.
Yeah,
to your core.
Car crashes. Than
I hear
anything
you,
else.
but you can survive a car crash typically. Like if something happens in a plane crash or helicopter crash, if it goes down, more times than none, you are fucking dead, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's it. Like Kobe Bryant was in his helicopter, there was nothing that he could do. He was just in a helicopter, and it was going to crash, and that was it. End of story.
Yeah, it's not. It sucks, especially when someone's so young. At 41's young. I say that as a 40-year-old. So
yes,
yeah,
very much so.
I don't like that. So
I don't like that.
I don't like that.
And ladies and gentlemen, things that Jason Swoboda doesn't like.
Yes, that's one of the things. You know what I did this weekend though? Just to get back on some happier notes, because last week we were very serious.
Yes.
And we started off very serious. We're not a serious podcast.
Not usually.
Yes, but we this weekend I just decided I was going to make a chicken pot pie.
I saw
a picture of that. It looked like something out of a Martha Stewart book.
It was. I went crazy. So I had this recipe for pie crust, and it was an all butter pie crust. And I made a quiche earlier in the week. I made an arugula and bacon quiche. It was fantastic. But the crust is all butter crust, and I discovered the meaning of unsalted butter and why you should use it. So the butter flavor actually comes out instead of the salt flavor. So I decided I'm going to make a chicken pot pie, and I make it. And let me tell you something. This would have brought world peace. That's how good it was. And then I got even crazier, because as I'm putting on the top crust, I'm like, you know what? Dropping the mic.
Always.
As I put on the top crust, and I'm like, you know what? I had this little bit of leftover pie dough. I broke out the cookie cutters, and I made shapes. So the shapes that you saw were actually a manatee, a Star of David, and a shield. Those are the mishmash of items I had. So I figured
a manatee,
a Star of David, and a shield. I didn't want to. I didn't use the dreidel. I didn't want to go full. I didn't want everyone to think it was just a Jewish pot pie. It was not kosher. I didn't want to give that out there. Yeah.
But you had to use the manatee.
Yeah, but then I did an egg wash on top of it.
It was beautiful.
And I thought, I thought an egg wash was just an egg. It's not. It's the yolk, and then some cream and a little dash of salt, and then it just paints on there like I was painting a wall, like I was painting drywall, but the drywall was pie dough.
Artiste.
Mm-hmm. Oh, but it was so damn good. My God, I wish you could have had a piece, but you can't.
You should have gave us a call. We would have come over and had one happily.
Could have had one. He was like, "Hey, pot pie time."
Yeah, he said, you could have had one had I not eaten the whole thing.
Yeah,
the whole thing. But yeah, make it. I love baking stuff. The weekend before, I baked a peanut butter chocolate cheesecake.
Oh my God!
The chocolate ganache on top. So I was I've been turning into a little home wrecker, one of the two, whatever the one where I cook is. That's the one I do.
You could be a home wrecker by baking the sweets and stealing the man's or woman's.
I'm stealing all the men's. That's what I do. It's what I'm known for. Oh wait, people, you can see my shirt. It's called The Morning After. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
Well, explain what it is for those listening to the podcast and not watching this.
It's a threadless shirt, but it's a clown vomiting rainbows into a toilet.
That's incredibly hot. Yeah, good for you.
Thanks.
That's hot.
I wore it for you. Actually, I didn't change because of this. So I am wearing sweatpants.
I am too.
Yeah.
What
but
color
no one
are
can
they?
see. You
You
can't
know-
see, can you?
It's interesting.
I need to know what color they are.
Gray.
Ours too.
Ours too- ours
me
too.
and Chris both have gray sweatpants.
We do.
The gray sweatpants are the official uniform of heroic nonsense.
That's right. And I like mine. I like my my sweatpants to be loose, so my hog can float around in there pretty nicely. A Sunday is a good day to wake up and throw on a pair of sweatpants. It's the day of sweatpants. If you're not going to the gym, Sunday you wake up, you put on an outfit that feels very comfortable. You just go out and do whatever the fuck, and nobody cares. Everybody else is in their comfortable outfits too.
Oh,
Right? You go to Walmart, everybody's in a comfortable outfit.
hold on. Let me tell you something. I went out of the house today in these gray sweatpants with fuzzy socks over top the sweatpants. They were pulled up
Fuck
over the
yeah.
sweatpants
Uh-huh.
with just my regular everyday shoes on. It was disgusting, but I don't give a shit.
Are you kidding me? I went 6 to midnight after seeing that. I love those fuzzy socks.
I have never. By the way, who dress up to go to Walmart? Who dresses up to go to Walmart?
Nobody. But,
Yeah.
sometimes after work, I go in and I'm, like, fully dressed up from, like, my work day. And I walk around and I just feel like a complete asshole. Like, I came there overdressed. Like, I came to Walmart overdressed. You know what I mean? It's like going to a party and everybody, is there in their regular casual attire and you come in a tux. You know what I mean? It's like that kind of feeling. You're embarrassed that you came there so dressed up.
Okay.
You've never done that before, Jason.
I've shown up in a tuxedo to places.
That's good.
When I used to take pictures at weddings, I would show up in a tuxedo at the wedding. But if you went somewhere beforehand or afterwards, like you go to the liquor store
Wait a
in a
minute.
tuxedo.
You were there. Hold on. So you went to a wedding dressed in a tuxedo, and
Right.
you were a part
I
of the
did, 'cause
photography.
I did pictures. Yeah, so we
But
dressed
then
up
you
and
look
did
like you're a
pictures.
part of the wedding party.
Sometimes we were. One time I got.
Why would you do that? You kind of like they thought you were part of the wedding party, but you're holding a camera. Didn't they think that was weird?
Well, that's the photographer's uniform is the camera.
No.
Chris.
Well, no. I know that. But don't you go there? Like when I see photographers, usually they're like sort of dressed up, but they're not in a tux.
Well, that was
Isn't
we
that
were
weird?
old school.
Yeah.
We were of the 80s and 90s method.
Yeah, Jason's doing
Dressed
it
to
right.
impress.
Jason,
Now-
I would hire you.
Yeah, now I've seen photographers just show up in like t-shirts,
Yeah.
like a black shirt with their ripping muscles because they're lifting camera all day.
Last time we went to a wedding not too long ago, and I saw a friend there who was doing photography, and he dressed up pretty good. Like he had the khakis on, and he had like a nice polo shirt on and stuff like that. It was like I would be upset if I'm looking around at a wedding and the photographer, like say our wedding, and like a dude's wearing an AC/DC shirt with a camera. Like even though he's not the one getting in the photos, like I feel like he should be sort of dressed for the occasion.
Hold on. So
What if he got thunderstruck? Throwing that out there.
Well, he can get thunderstruck, but not during my wedding. That's the point that I'm trying to make here.
Okay.
Why not?
Why is he getting thunderstruck at
know.
our wedding, Heather? That's
Okay,
weird.
So you're fighting Jason for wearing a tuxedo.
Not when you
Hold
go.
on. I'm
No,
gonna
that's
turn your mic off in a moment. You're gonna lose
You're
your
not
mic
fighting.
privileges. Let me talk.
if you're wearing a tux, you're going all
I'm
out.
turning the
That's
mic
the
off.
problem. Go ahead.
You're fighting Jason on the tuxedo thing.
Yes.
But you're also fighting people who wear band T-shirts to photograph. I like. What the hell do you want?
There's an in between. A tuxedo
There
means
doesn't have to be.
a tuxedo
Let Jason
is.
wear a tuxedo. If it makes him happy, it makes him happy. Maybe he can shoot pictures better in a tuxedo.
You know what? I don't believe that's true. Were you
Jason?
able to take better photos in a tuxedo?
It's possible, but I also was able to hide sweat more. Versus if I wore like a gray outfit.
Operation Hide Sweat.
Yeah, but I'm a sweaty guy, and I would just sweat constantly.
I've seen
You
you
know-
sit down in a cool room sweating.
I've done that before.
You've done that a lot.
Yeah, I've done that all the time. If I'm moving around a lot, that's what happens.
You're jostling
okay.
around.
If I get jostled too much, and my innards.
Speaking of being jostled around, have you stuck to your gym thing? Because I remember weeks ago you told us that you went to the gym and you did. What did you say? You did you get on the elliptical and you didn't know?
I ellipticed.
You
I
elliptical.
ellipticaled.
Yeah, that's it. Right, that was the joke. So, are
Yeah.
you still sticking to the gym? What are you doing?
No, I went that one time and that was it. I haven't been back
What?
yet.
Why?
I haven't been back yet. So I started a new job. I'm working for I don't know if I've announced it officially, but I am working for $7 a pop.
What,
And
who are that? Wait, hold on. Who's that? Who's that?
$7 a pop.
No, I know.
Perhaps you've heard of them.
No. Who is that?
No. they're a website. You should go check them out. So
What do they have on the website though?
They have Funko Pops and Pop Shields. The shields for your Funko Pops.
Oh, those guys. This was for
Those
you.
guys.
Listen, it's your company. You need to promote them. That's what I was trying to do. Do you not understand what I'm doing here?
Do you understand that there's no whispering on the internet?
Do you understand this?
But I've been like that. I'm learning all the different things there. So I'm going through all the warehousing stuff. So I've been on my feet a lot. So I haven't had the need to go. I've actually lost over 5 pounds since I started there in like 2 weeks.
No
So,
shit. Good for
Yeah.
you. That's awesome.
I
That's
forget
great.
to eat and I'm just doing stuff.
Are
I'm
you-
just all sweaty.
Are you loving the job?
So far, it's great.
That's fantastic.
Yeah,
I just said that. I said to Heather just a day, actually yesterday, or I think it was
I
yesterday.
think it was today.
Was it?
No, it might have been yesterday.
I said something to Heather. I go, I wonder how Jason's liking his new job. He hasn't really said much about it. And here you are, enjoying
And
it, losing
here I
weight,
am. I'm letting it out
losing
on
weight.
the YouTubes.
Well,
I'm losing weight.
I gotta tell you something, Jason. You got to remember to eat.
Oh, I still eat, and I'm booching.
That's
There's
good.
like there's an illness going around, and people are getting it, except for me, because I'm booching, and that's
That's
the ultimate thing. I'm maintaining my inner booch, and I'm drinking the kombucha.
You're a boochin' son of a bitch.
I'm a son of a booch.
Just a heads up, Zach Bonifer mentions that $7 Pops has a drop right now. So there's
Look
a
at
drop
that.
right now.
But don't worry about it. Stick here.
And
Nothing.
D Spark said he got a blade 10 minutes ago from $7 a pop. So that's cool. People are over there checking $7 a pop out right now. Your company, the company
Look
that
at
you
that.
are now a part of.
Woohoo! I'm doing the toot toot sign. with my arm.
Well, you know what? People listening
Some
to
people
the
can see it.
people listening to just straight audio are like, "What the fuck is happening right now?" Dead air.
It sounds like, if I'm not mistaken, it just sounds like someone's moving their arm up and down in the toot toot noise. Is that what happened? Ah, yes, I'm watching the video feed. It is. Absolutely. So what are you guys what are we watching on TV nowadays? Because, everything's ended and there's a million different things to watch. Have we started any new TV shows?
Well,
No.
Heather could get more into the new TV shows. I'm currently watching Breaking Bad over again because I just felt the need to do so. And last night, every once in a while, I'll just buy a movie randomly on Vudu.
Not every once in a while, like daily, but
On a regular basis. But anyway, I bought the new Jay and Silent Bob reboot film.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a review for you. It only will take me 2 seconds. It fucking sucked ass, and I feel like I wasted $10. It was horrible. It was the worst.
$10?
Yes, it was $10. I'd rather have used that money on like a new pop or something. Instead, I bought Jay and Silent Bob gets a reboot or whatever the fuck it's called. It was horrible.
But wait, let's back up a second. Were you a fan of like Clerks and Mallrats and the first Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
I was. I
Alright.
was a big fan, and Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. It seemed like a film that had some form of budget. This movie was like Kevin Smith made deals with like his actor friends, and he's like, okay, for every scene, a new actor person's going to show up, and we're going to talk to them, and that's exactly what happens. Every scene, a new actor shows up, they have a conversation, and then moves on to the next scene, so on and so forth until it ends.
Mm-hmm.
Horrible, the worst.
It doesn't bode well, but I'll still probably watch it.
Oh, it's horrible. Listen, go into our Vudu. Don't waste your money. Just go in and watch it. I'll give you the credentials.
Oh, the credence.
The credence.
I'm gonna get the credence.
Yes.
In there.
Yes.
I started watching Watchmen. Now that I know that there is only the 8 episodes or whatever it is, so I'm like, okay, it's safe to go in. Once they announced that they're not coming back for a second season, I'm like, good. This is now I can watch something. So I started. I'm 1 episode in, and I like it.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that the fact that they told you there's going to be no more season, that draws you in? What draws me in usually is when they say they're going to have more seasons.
Well, no, for me, because there's just so much content and so many people whose main thing is, oh, have you watched XX yet? Oh, you have to watch X. Oh, you have to watch this. You have to watch. You have to. And I'm like, I just don't recommend anything for me anymore.
Is XX softcore porn? Because I know
yes.
Triple X is hard. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, there's no tips of anything.
Okay.
It's all chef.
Sounds familiar.
No head.
No, it's very bizarre. It's a very specific thing. But no, because if you want to get involved with something, then you have to wait like a year and a half to get into a new season. But they were just like, no, this is one story and this is it. There will not be any more. And you're like, great, I love it. Can't wait to now watch it. I had put it off for whatever reason, much like going to the gym. I pay for HBO and don't watch it. HBO and the gym, they should have my HBO at the gym, so that way I could just, pay for two things that I don't use. It would be perfect.
That would be great. That's a brilliant idea.
But I could just lie to myself constantly. Just like, oh yeah. I also started watching the new season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, how new is that?
It just started last week, I think.
Okay, so
week or two ago.
I started the first season, but I never got like too deep into it. I really need to.
Well, this first episode dealt with the saying, everyone's saying Happy New Year, and he's just like, it's been 3 weeks. Why do you got to say Happy New Year now? The time has passed. And do you find that to be true? Like it's an ongoing thing throughout the episode that when people are just like, oh fuck you, Larry, he's like, Happy New Year. It just becomes a thing. But how late is too late to say Happy New Year? I don't know if we even talked about this, but when do you stop saying it?
Well, the problem, I would say for me, I don't start. I never say Happy New Year. I think my first day back at work, if I'm going to say
you're just rude. Okay.
My first day back to work is the only time I would ever say it. Outside of that, I won't say Happy New Year.
Okay.
Heather?
Heather, what do you do?
I had someone that I saw on Saturday wish me a Happy New Year, and I got really annoyed.
Yeah, it's January. That's the 25th.
Yeah. Why is it a Happy New Year now?
Right.
I don't know. Were they Chinese? It's the Lunar New Year's coming up.
No.
So it could be that. Happy Lunar New Year.
Nope.
No?
It was Happy Regular 2020 New Year.
They were non-Chinese descent, right. Wishing you a Happy New Year.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
We kind of skipped over you, Heather. TV shows. You are the queen of TV shows because you watch a lot of TV shows.
I sort of do.
You do,
but I'm not really watching anything right now.
You just did though.
I did watch season 2 of You. It was incredible. Mm-hmm. I do need to start the 3rd season of the chilling episodes of Sabrina because I really happen to enjoy that show.
Does the guy from You give you a lady boner?
I think he's very handsome.
Do you?
Yes.
He's a lady boner.
Did you purr when you saw him? Or?
Yeah, a little bit.
You purred a little bit?
Yeah.
That's kind of hot.
And then I was upset and wondering, why her and not me, but whatever.
Whoa, easy. You're married now.
He doesn't know that.
What do you mean he does? What about me?
Oh, you?
Okay.
You're a complication.
Yeah.
Oh, I love how the TV show, like the title of the TV show comes all the way back.
Yeah.
What do you mean you?
I didn't know where I was going with that at all.
I need to watch that show. I want to watch it. I hear too many good things.
It is a very good show. It keeps you interested. It's creepy. I like creepy.
Okay.
And all the characters are attractive in the show. It's really annoying. It is very
attractive
annoying.
To you, even the females?
Yes.
I'm turned on.
Yeah.
Keep talking, Heather.
No. Like they're pretty women. I know.
Whoa. Okay.
I'm not okay. You're taking it really weird.
I'm not taking it weird. I'm just listening to what you're saying. Keep talking.
You know who a handsome guy is. I know when a pretty lady.
What do you mean? I know a handsome guy, and I'm looking at him right now.
Are you looking in the mirror or at Jason?
I'm looking at Jason.
Okay.
Hey, Jason.
Hi. Wait, hold on.
Oh,
everyone hear the arm noise again?
I can't wait for somebody to listen. I'm going to listen back to this, just the audio, because I want to hear your fucking weird arm thing.
Can you hear that? That was my arm.
Can I talk about one big annoyance that I've had this week?
Oh, no.
About what though?
About
Happy New
it's something
Year
very
today?
it's something very specific. Can we go off the rails for a second? We'll come back to Jason's laundry of things we're going to talk about. But one thing that I'm really aggravated by, and I want to see what you guys think about this. And I don't know if you guys have ever been in this situation. Have you had anybody randomly pop up and rely on you in some way, shape, or facet to get them a job? Or to help them get a job?
No.
Have you ever seen anybody on Facebook post, I'm looking for a new job. If you could help me, I'd really appreciate it. And it seems like all they're doing is hanging on everybody's word to help them get a job because they can't try themselves. Do you know what I'm talking about? Have you ever seen that before?
I've seen that before, but I may have muted those people. I don't know.
So a coworker reaches out to me earlier this week, and apparently they had gotten laid off.
Ex-coworker,
They
you
reached
mean.
the ex-coworker, and they reached out to me, and they said they need a job, and they've emailed me several times with their resume asking me to help them find a job. And the last message I got from them was, "I hope you can help me. Bye." What the fuck is that about?
I hope you can help me.
Yes,
Bye.
I hope you can help me. What do you mean? You hope I can help? Why
Thanks
not help
ahead of time.
Like, help yourself. Why am I the one helping you? Why go? Okay, number one, let's separate everything that happened with me. I have seen people post on Facebook that they need help finding a job. And they'll post something like, hey, if somebody can help me, if anybody knows of any openings, please reach out to me. For some reason, those posts really annoy me because I feel like if I'm looking for a job, I would know the folks that I need to reach out to, and I would reach out to them directly and say, listen, you work in a world or realm that I know about, that you know about, that I might fit in. So have you heard of anything? Have you heard of any openings? I would not go out blindly to the public setting, which is your friends list on Facebook. I need to know of any openings. Can somebody help me out? Is anybody else annoyed by this, or is it just me? Am I being the character from Curb Your Enthusiasm right now?
I mean, I would go and ask specific people if I knew them, and just like, hey, is your company hiring, or, can you, if you know anything, help me out, but no big deal.
Right.
Just for my job search. But I'm usually not one, and I don't remember if I did this when I was laid off in 2008. I didn't know what to do back then, and I think I was still on MySpace. So I would post on someone's wall on MySpace while they were playing their late aughties hits on their page and glitter writing. But I don't remember if I did or not. I don't remember how I was. It was so long ago. 12 years ago, but still, it was a long time.
I find it so annoying that people do that, and I just hate the reliance on other people. Like, I feel like people should be able to do that kind of thing on their own. They should be able to do the research on their own to find a job. Why are they going out to the public forum and asking about this?
Okay, so I really need to step in here because I'm getting sort of annoyed by your annoyance.
Oh, here we go. All right.
Yep, here we go.
I wish I had the button to push for a boxing bell, like the bell. Ding ding ding.
Wait, hold on.
That was easy.
I don't think that works in this situation, but
it may not. I need the
it
hype
works
button.
now.
I need the hype button.
So, every time Chris has more than one alcoholic beverage, he is promising people the world. Oh, you need a job? Well, let me talk to some people. Let me help you out. I know nothing about your work history. I don't know if you're going to call out because your cat needs to go to the vet just because they farted weird, or you get hungover all the time. But send me your resume.
And tell me the scent of your weird farts. We have to.
He has a very bad habit of doing that. And he's gotten himself
I've helped people get jobs.
He's helped people get jobs.
Of course I have.
But then these people have then shat all over you, and
no, they didn't shit all over me. What they did was they got into the job, and the people hiring them that know me found out how weird they were. Because I knew how weird they were, but they weren't as accepting of the weirdness as I was. For some reason, I have a weird attractor about me where I'm very acceptable of anybody.
accepting.
But I'm acceptable to like anybody's like issue, right? Accepting. Thank you. I'm very prevalent. I'm very accepting. So for some reason, sometimes I can attract some kind of weird people.
No, but
and I have got some weird people jobs.
Listen. But if you're going out and handing these people these job opportunities, why are you complaining that someone is coming to you and asking for help? I mean, you're willing to help someone. Hold on.
That's what I'm talking about.
Are you saying that all these Facebook friends have to do is come over and hand you a six-pack and then you will help them find a job?
No, absolutely not. What I'm saying, I don't have a problem with somebody coming to me and saying, hey, I'm looking for a job. What I have a problem with is somebody going out to an outlet like Facebook or whatever, or social media, whatever it is, and saying, I need a job. Somebody please help me. I find that to be like that's reliant on other people and not being independent. And not being independent does not allow you to find a job because a job requires some form of independence.
Well, I think personally, it's they ask for a job, and in the next post, they have one of those, how much of a percentage of an asshole you are. I'm 172% asshole.
Well, yeah. That...
Please help me find a job. I'm
it's one of those people.
72% asshole.
Right.
I'm an ass. And by the way, another aside of the aside, we're like in the inception of asides here. What is it with that everybody is proud of being an asshole?
I don't understand that either. It makes no sense.
No.
I know it's supposed to be funny, but it's not. Don't tell everyone you're an asshole.
Right.
Everyone tells you you're an asshole. You don't tell other people.
Well, no, it's cool to be an asshole now. That's the problem. Apparently, because everybody's an asshole. And there's like all these memes about people being assholes.
Do you know who's an asshole? Evan Rachel Wood.
You know what? Evan Rachel Wood is a fucking piece of shit.
She's an asshole, but you know who's not an asshole? Rachel Lee Cook.
Rachel Lee Cook is an angel. She's an angel. And
an angel who has no opinion about Kobe Bryant, apparently.
Right.
But anyway, going back.
But going back, it annoys me when people do shit like that because I feel like people should help themselves. One day I might lose my job and might be in a time of need, and I might come back and kick myself in the ass over all this. I've never really been in a position where I really needed a job like that. However, I just think going out to the populace into like it's almost like going out in the street, in my opinion, and yelling, "I need a job!" You know what I mean? I just think that's so annoying.
But it's not. You're on Facebook with these people that you have most likely met at some point in your life. Maybe not, but maybe someone can help you, and maybe someone's looking for a change of career, and they're like, "Hey, does anyone know of any leads? Because I don't want to spend." If you search job openings on the internet, you're gonna get shit from like everywhere, and you might not fit it, or you might not be qualified or whatever. But if you're speaking directly with somebody and they're like, "Hey man, my company's hiring," and they'll say, "Oh, what for? What do I need to do this? How do I apply?" That's very helpful. So I think you're thinking too far into it, and you're getting mad at people over
I could see maybe
a Facebook status.
Okay.
Yeah, is it the person maybe that was asking for that got
well,
you
this person,
all riled up?
I haven't worked with this person in about, I don't know, I think when we worked together last in 2005. And they're reaching out with an expectation that I'm going to be able to find them a job. And like I said, the tail end of the conversation was, "Well, I hope you can help me." I read that and I was like, you know what? That's pretty much signing yourself up for me not to help you when you say that to me. Because it's almost like they're like, "Well, listen, I'm going to go and hang out and I'm going to rest. And when you find me a job, let me know because I'm ready to go." I think that's bullshit. Don't rely on me. Rely on yourself. Why are they relying on me? Am I making sense?
They're
Be somebody important. Be
That's
yourself.
right.
They're relying on you to let them know of any leads that you have. I don't.
It had nothing to do with leads. They wanted me to hire them at my company.
Oh.
Well, that's a very specific case. No, don't
Yeah.
demand that someone works with you.
It was very demanding. But I've seen this before. This isn't the first time I've seen this.
Yeah, well, I don't like that. I mean, I understand someone reaching out to Facebook maybe if they're like desperate for a job and they're like, hey, I just lost my job. I need something quick and I need something it's going to pay me more than, working as a cashier at a gas station or fast food or whatever it may be. I don't know.
Right.
Would I do
or
it?
Walmart.
Maybe not.
Or
Yeah.
Walmart.
They're Walmart. But hey, maybe Walmart's the thing to do.
Right.
If
might
you're a
be.
cashier at a gas station, maybe Walmart is a step up.
Maybe. Or
Could
maybe
be.
a step
Unless
down.
it's a
I don't know.
Walmart that has a gas station.
Ooh.
And then you're not helping. It's like
Yeah.
you're not helping. I don't want to just work inside. I want to get out of the gas station industry.
the gas station industry.
I'm so sick of big gas stations. They're tearing it up. Safeway has one. Royal Farms has one. 7-Eleven has them.
Well,
Come on.
you know what's funny? I noticed the other day. This is completely off topic yet again. I noticed that the Wawa Royal Farm sort of setup is taking over everything. And all of these old school gas stations where it's like the little tiny gas station in between a couple of like pumps, they're like a thing of the past now. Have you noticed that? These Royal Farms and big gas station, like, I don't know, like they include this Wawa or Royal Farms that has like a full outlet of being able to buy your food. You can buy dinner, lunch, breakfast, dinner, and everything there, your snacks.
I don't
It's the
like
whole
how
9
you
yards.
just said that. Don't ever say
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Thank you. Oh my God, you cannot. That is
Lunch,
ridiculous.
breakfast, dinner.
Hey, everybody,
It's a new meal.
everybody
No, I
eats
don't like
backward.
it. No,
You ever
nobody
had
eats
breakfast for
backward.
dinner?
Yes, but I've never had lunch for breakfast. That's fucked up. Don't even suggest it again.
I've actually done
Nobody-
that.
Ugh.
Nobody has lunch for any other meal other than lunch. You can have like a light dinner that resembles a lunch, but you'll never call it lunch. I mean, that's how I feel about it. I'm
Linner.
willing to die on this hill too.
Yeah,
I'm willing to
that-
die on this hill about this one.
That's bad news.
But those old school gas stations seem to be going away now. It's like you have to have these big, almost like a miniature restaurant kind of thing. I don't know what that's about. I actually will stop specifically to a Royal Farm. And Highs, I'm seeing Highs are doing this now. Wawa's another one. I really like it. And it seems like
Yeah,
their
but-
gas is cheaper. I don't know what the deal is with that either.
It's fine with me. I don't, I like the convenience stores, and plus the Royal Farms has the good chicken.
Oh my God,
and for
yeah, the best chicken.
and for those of you outside of the Maryland area, and you come by in the Maryland, get the Royal Farms chicken. Food and Wine magazine named it best fast food chicken, or
Wow.
roadside chicken.
No
one of the
kidding.
two. Yeah, they put it on their doors. They were very proud of it. Food and Wine magazine. It's good fried chicken. Their biscuits not very good though. The biscuit, no on the biscuits.
Not so much.
if
No,
you're gonna
but
have
you get
fried
a chicken box. It's the
have a
best
good
place to get a
biscuit.
chicken box.
I personally love any meal I've ever gotten out of Wawa. Loved it. I think Wawa is my favorite.
Them's fighting words.
Heather, you love Wawa too.
I like Wawa. I try not to eat fast food very often. I eat it more than I would like, but it's normally Chick-fil-A. It's not the gas station.
Well, no, I'm
fast food.
talking about Royal Farms, Wawa. I'm talking about those type of places. We like Wawa.
Wawa
Wait.
is good.
Hold on, Chris. How come if it wasn't the Gasol, would it have been the gas station?
That would have been
What's
pretty
funny
good.
is that we actually used to live right next to a gas station.
We did.
Look at you, the gas station.
Yeah, right next
Yeah.
to it.
I could walk in, bring an empty glass, go fill her up, fill her up.
Yeah.
Give me a 12 ounces, please.
I need 10 on 5.
So you're talking about breakfast, and I have a little game I want to play. And
Okay.
this is going to go much better than the one from last week.
Yeah, last week got too serious. Don't make it
It
serious.
got too
Jason.
serious.
What got serious?
Okay.
I don't remember.
Well, no, I was just asking, little did you know, and something you didn't know about yourself. And then, I was just like, oh, I like
Oh.
ballroom dancing. Chris, like, I've never seen Godfather 3.
Oh,
It's like,
right,
those
right,
aren't the
right.
same
Yeah, it did good. It did get deep. You're right.
Yeah. Ooh, phrasing.
Giggity.
So we're you mentioned breakfast. So I'm just gonna ask this. What is the best meal of the day?
Breakfast.
But between breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Breakfast.
For me, I agree. It's breakfast. Breakfast is I like the savory aspect of breakfast. I love the potato. I love mixing it with the egg, and I love mixing it with a breakfast meat. And I love the sausage. I like that breakfast sausage is one of my favorite things.
Do you do like the maple
No.
sausage?
No,
that.
Heather
Whoa,
is
sorry.
hold,
Yeah.
that's fighting words right there.
Heather is really against that, so I don't eat that anymore.
Seriously, I love French toast. I can dip sausage in maple syrup. I think it has to do with the smell when the maple is warm with the sausage. I really think it has to do with that. Don't ask me what that's about, but it turns me off so much that I want nothing to do with it. Chris accidentally bought,
I bought like 4 pounds of maple sausage, and she didn't
Yeah.
like it, and I ended up having to give it away to my parents, I think, because you couldn't eat it.
I
couldn't
would've
eat
eaten-
it. She
I would've
couldn't
eaten
eat
the hell
it.
out of it.
It was ridiculous.
it was ridiculous, and I am not normally a
Well, don't
picky
be sorry if
person.
you don't like it.
It was no, I don't dislike it. I hate it. I don't want it, and I don't know why. You know, it actually reminds me. They do that Funko Photo a Day challenge, and one time I used the Elf Pop. It was like was it
With the
food or
syrup?
something? Yeah, so I made pasta specifically for this stupid photo shoot, and for whatever reason, I didn't have to do it, but I put maple syrup on it. When that syrup hit the hot noodles, I wanted to freaking throw up. Our house smelled like maple syrup pasta for like 2 days. It was foul. And I don't know.
It wasn't too. Come on,
It was yes, it was.
That's
It was
not, can't be.
disgusting. It was disgusting. I am very sensitive to it. Don't know why. Don't like the smell.
But you will put maple syrup on French toast or a pancake,
Yes, or sausage.
but you will not.
I
You
won't
don't like
have
it
it when it's in it.
inside
Yeah, I
of the sausage.
don't ask me what the I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure I would eat maple syrup on anything.
You know, maybe it has to do like Jason. You like ketchup?
I do.
You get a hot steaming hot pile of French fries.
Yes.
You putting ketchup on it directly, or you
Oh
dip
no,
in?
no. I dip unless
Yes.
here's
I feel
the
like I'm being
caveat.
attacked.
Okay.
If you have, let's just say you're like walking around and you have the French fries and you don't have anything else to put them in, like you're at an amusement park, I will pour it in one corner.
Yes.
I sacrifice like 3 or 4 French fries.
Yes, but
that
they
are gonna
build a
be
wall.
nothing- It'll be nothing but ketchup.
Yeah.
But the rest of them are going to be like, thank you for your sacrifice. We're recommending you for the Medal of Merit.
right.
And
but you
they-
don't eat those ketchup fries.
I do.
Oh. No, you
I've never
don't.
seen you were just. I think you just.
No.
Ketchup.
No. Oh no. That's bad news. You should not do that.
Yeah, I don't like extremely cold ketchup directly on my food. I like it to be, lukewarm.
Oh.
Like like the reception you gave me, lukewarm
Yeah.
over my ketchup issues.
Yeah, I don't know. I have an issue with maple sausage and stuff.
All right,
But-
so wait, going back to syrup for a second now. Are we talking what about maple syrup versus like breakfast syrup? We're talking like Aunt Jemima, Log Cabin versus like actual maple syrup.
I prefer actual maple syrup, but generally I eat the shitty shit.
Log Cabin or Aunt Jemima?
Log Cabin.
Okay.
Less shitty than Aunt Jemima.
Chris?
I like Log Cabin. I'll go with Log Cabin.
Yeah, over the maple. I used
Yeah.
to Log Cabin Light is what I grew up on. And
Yeah.
then I bought Aunt Jemima one day and I was like, this isn't so bad. But then I had like authentic Canadian maple syrup.
Oh, it's
it's
amazing.
ridiculous.
And I was just like, well, fuck this shit. What am I eating? What have I been eating all my life? I thought that was good. It's not.
It's
No.
incredibly good.
Yeah, the good maple syrup. That's what I like. Now, what about waffle, pancake, or French toast?
French toast.
Fucking French toast.
Pancake for me. I like a pancake. That's my favorite.
Hold on. Jason, you are the first person that I have ever heard say that besides myself.
You beat Heather to it.
It's the 40-year-old virgin.
Yes, that is
fucking French toast.
every time I'm making French toast. And now I mostly make French toast on the weekends. And we have Chris's 8-year-old son every weekend. So I have to say it while like he runs out of the room. But I'll tell Chris, I'm making some fucking French toast.
Did you have a daiquiri tonight? Yes, I could tell.
Real quick, do you like cold maple syrup or warm?
I mean, I would prefer it warm, but typically because you have to refrigerate it.
It's normally cold, and you can't wait to put it on your French
I
toast.
can't wait, and I don't like really hot food, so
Yeah.
I like my food lukewarm, I guess. Yeah. So all right, so we got that.
Good.
For me, I don't know. I do I do like a pancake on occasion. I don't really like French toast that much. And as far as waffles goes, I used to like Eggos. No, I don't like them any longer. They changed.
No.
They don't taste the same.
Yeah,
as
they're
they
not
used
good
to.
at all. They're horrible.
But if it was like a big old waffle out of a big old waffle maker, yes, I'd probably take that.
I love
Okay.
I love a waffle in a waffle maker.
Yeah, I'm
Heather
good at
made
that.
some not too long ago, actually.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Do you remember the time when everybody at my birthday
my
party got drunk
God.
and poured in, what was it, milk?
And
And
blueberry cereal.
blueberry cereal and tried to make waffles in a waffle machine?
What the Jesus
That's
Christ.
what I said. So I don't.
I have never been that drunk.
Yeah.
I don't even think we were that drunk. I think we were just stupid. In fact,
You just don't know. You don't know how things work.
It wasn't me. It was my friend, and I don't know what he was trying to do, but I remember it almost like I thought it almost caused a fire or something. Did it not?
Probably. I
Yeah,
don't
it
know.
was really
ruined
bad.
the waffle maker. It had to be thrown away.
Yeah, we had to throw away the waffle maker. I don't know what he was thinking. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, here's another question then. Going along, if we're sticking with breakfast right now, how do you like your eggs? Or do
Oh.
we even like eggs at all?
I'll eat them anyway.
Scrambled.
You're scrambled with cheese or just plain old scrambled?
Scrambled or scrambled with cheese.
Okay.
I eat eggs every day. I change it up. I'll eat hard-boiled eggs not so often. Normally those are saved for salads. I'll eat over medium, over easy. I don't like hard fried eggs. I think that's sort of gross.
Like the egg McMuffin type of
Yeah,
yolk
I mean
is solid.
I'll eat it, but I'll remove the yolk part. So it's more like an egg white sort of thing. I like an omelet. I like a scrambled egg. I like a poached egg.
Oh,
I love
So
eggs.
to answer the question, how do you like your eggs? It's yes.
Yes.
What's a poached egg anyway?
Poached egg, it's a method of cooking where you're basically boiling the egg, and it's typically soft in the center. It the most, I guess, common way would be eggs Benedict.
So
That-
how
that
do you
normally
cook
has
the
a
egg
poached
that
egg.
way? You put
It's
it
like
in,
it's like in water almost.
Yeah, you put it in water, and I think you add a little bit of
No, I mean
vinegar.
crack the egg in water.
Uh-huh.
And then you
I
okay.
think you add a touch of vinegar, but I don't. There's not a taste of it. It just somehow helps the egg to I don't know. I've never poached an egg, but they're delicious.
Okay, interesting.
I'm not a big egg poacher.
I've never
Yeah.
had a poached egg.
I like my eggs over easy if I had to ever choose.
That's
That's the way I
good.
like them. But I've now gotten very foo-foo with my eggs. I only like fresh eggs. Like the ones that you don't get in the grocery store. I had a coworker who has chickens, and I occasionally get fresh eggs, and there's a huge difference in color and consistency and
Interesting.
in digestion with the entire thing.
What do you mean digestion? You digesting it?
Yes, the eggs you get in the grocery store
Uh-huh.
are typically, by the time you get them, they could be a month old by that point, but they're pasteurized and they're done in a certain way. For whatever reason, certain brands of eggs I have issues with internally. I don't want to get into too graphic detail with it, but I don't it. I just get a stomach ache afterwards sometimes.
Oh, that's not good.
But I noticed after I ate these eggs, I was like, I have no problems whatsoever. I'm like, that's wonderful. I want more. The only thing is, when you get the eggs, you have to wash the poop off them. So.
Okay.
But hold on. But before you wash the poop off, apparently they can be stored on the counter until you wash the poop off. You wash the poop off, you gotta put them in the refrigerator.
Assuming that you don't refrigerate them first.
Wait a
So by the
minute,
time I
what?
get them, they've already been put in the fridge.
You mean to
Okay.
tell me if they have poop on them, you can keep them out?
Yes.
Well,
you
if
can
they
keep them at
haven't
room
been,
temperature.
if you think, yeah, they haven't been,
Why is there
Refrigerated.
shit on them?
because the chickens lay
they
them,
come
and
out of the butt?
when the chickens lay them, they just lay it where they're sitting, and chickens just shit everywhere.
Wait, you're telling me the egg comes out of the ass of the chicken? That's where it's coming from?
That's where they
there's-
sit on
they
it.
sit on it,
So they
Chris.
sit on the eggs, and,
And then they
just
shit on the
everywhere.
eggs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's-
so you get like feathers and
But-
poop on them.
And when they lay them, there's some sort of like liquid, like a baby would have on it.
I don't like eating eggs anymore. They're shitting on the eggs?
Well, the ones that you buy in the store have been like cleaned and pasteurized and everything.
Yeah, and I think they've even been like bleached, haven't they?
Yeah, because most eggs are brown.
Yeah.
I've also had green eggs and
Green
one
eggs and
blue
ham?
egg.
Interesting.
The green eggs, yeah, and the yolk is beautiful color. But that's so. If you ever go anywhere and you happen to see farm fresh eggs being like sold at like the, wherever you go, get them. Wonderful, you'll change your life. All right, we have to move on from breakfast.
If somebody says this egg tastes like shit, that gives a whole new meaning now that you're telling me that the
Yes,
chicken
stop
is shitting
stop
on the eggs.
eating the shell.
Yeah.
All right,
Moving
so
on from breakfast.
we're gonna move on to dinner here. Favorite pasta noodle. We're talking like spaghetti,
Oh,
linguine,
man.
fettuccine,
Fettuccine for me.
rigatoni,
Fettuccine.
We never eat
we're-
fettuccine.
penne, penne
But
rigate.
he's asking me what my favorite are. It's not that or what my favorite would be. It isn't that we eat it all the time. It's my favorite of the noodle.
But why don't we get fettuccine noodles?
I don't know why aren't we picking them up? I don't know.
I didn't
It
know that
doesn't
was
happen.
your favorite. This has never come up.
I like it a fettuccine noodle, huh?
So
No, this is helping marriages. This
It is.
conversation.
Right.
I'm still not picking up fettuccine. He can
We're
do that
learning
his
each
damn-
other now.
His damn self.
See, that's why I'm not getting fettuccine noodles. If you're asking yourself that question, that's why.
No, I would buy you fettuccine.
Can you buy the shitty eggs, by the way? I would really appreciate that. I hear they're really good.
I do not discriminate when it comes to pasta. I will eat rotini. I will eat angel hair. I will eat regular.
What is
fat
your
spaghetti.
favorite, though, is what
But
his
if
I
you
don't
question
had to
have a
pick- if-
favorite. It depends
if,
on
like,
the day.
if you were
Sometimes
just,
I
like,
like a rotini. Sometimes a penne. Sometimes the elbow macaroni.
I do like an angel hair.
Okay, I like an angel hair.
Angel hair's good.
But I like the corkscrewy ones.
Oh, I like them too.
The rotini or the rotelli, one smaller than the other.
No, neither. Not that kind of swirly. The swirly with a hole in the middle. Like an elbow that's longer than an elbow and twirled more than an elbow.
Oh, I know exactly. They're like elbows, but they look like I know what you're talking about. I know exactly.
I think I know what you're talking about.
They make macaroni and cheese with this sometimes.
Yeah, well, there's certain pastas I can only have in macaroni and cheese, and I will not have with pasta sauce, like shells and elbow.
Oh, I love shells.
But I'm very specific. I'm like, no, you, like, oh, we're gonna make a pasta tonight. I don't know why I'm like, hey, we're gonna make a pasta tonight.
Ah,
Hey,
you
but
s-
I'm just like, no, we only have shells left, and I'm not doing that.
like a macaroni and cheese looks sexier sometimes with a different noodle. Like if you see a certain noodle in a macaroni and cheese, you're like, wow, that looks really good. It's
Well,
it's very
Remember the one I
exciting.
made for you?
Yes,
It
I
had
remember.
It had the shells, and it had the rotinis, or it had some other stuff in there.
You
too.
had a mixture of noodles in there, and
Yeah.
I really enjoy that. I like a plethora of noodles in my
Prevalent.
dish. Prevalent. My plethora of noodles. Remember when you said plethora?
Yeah, I use that,
That
all
was a
the
great
time.
thing.
Hurrah! I'm a big fan of linguine personally, and I never used to be, but I became a huge linguine fan. Mac and cheese, large shells, mixed in with elbow.
Mac and cheese does do very well with the I like when the cheese
Right?
is a little. I like a bit of a thinner cheese with mac and like a thinner sauce with mac and cheese. Sometimes it has to be done right.
Mhm.
But if it's in the shells, and you got like a little bowl, the big shell is your bowl, okay?
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
and the cheese sauce is your soup.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
My goodness.
Whoa.
That's-
Whoa!
Good.
Did you hear that?
She
Did
just
you hear
sprayed
that?
everywhere.
yeah. Chris has never heard that before, but you guys
What?
just heard it
I
live.
never heard your spraying.
What?
Oh.
Okay.
I like linguine because it has the word weenie in it, and I thought that was cool.
It's ling weenie.
Yeah, give me that
Linguine.
weenie. Can I get those weenie noodles?
All right, how about hamburger or cheeseburger?
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger, of course.
I'll go with cheeseburger too. Bonus for type of cheese. I'm American.
American.
Yellow American.
I
on the
like
burger.
the Land O'Lakes Deli American on the burger.
Those
Not
are
the
great.
Kraft. The Land O'Lakes.
I like a cheddar. So I'm weird. I like a cheddar sometimes. I really like a Swiss. I love a Swiss cheese a lot. But I
Ugh,
would say
Swiss
if I
cheese
if
smells
I
like
get
feet.
Oh, I
wait,
love
do you
Swiss.
like a nuttier Swiss cheese?
Nuttier. Whoa.
There's mild Swiss, there's baby Swiss, and then there's some Swiss that's aged that has a very nutty taste to it.
Can you nut all over my Swiss? I don't know. I have no
That's what
idea.
it's got the holes for.
I buy it from the ship from Food Lion. So I mean that's the Swiss that I like. I don't know if it's nut. I would like to try the nutty stuff. I guess.
Oh, you need to get in you need to up your cheese game,
Yes,
Chris.
I'm horrible. So Heather and I went to what was that place we went to a couple weeks ago, and I bought cheese there. Grocery store behind
Trader Joe's?
Trader Joe's. With the Trader Joe's, they had a wall of cheese, and like one of the cheeses was how much was it? It was like $50 for like a little.
What?
Yeah, it was really expensive. It was like a little cut of it was like really expensive, and I was like, man, I hope that cheese is really good.
I thought it was like 8. I
No,
didn't
it's
see
more- I
50.
thought-
Are
no,
you
it
sure
was
you
more than
weren't
that, wasn't it?
reading the weight?
I thought it was
0.5 pounds?
Maybe I was. No,
That's
it was
a
more
really
than that. No, it
expensive
was more
cheese.
than that. It was like, was it $20 cheese? I know
Maybe.
it was expensive, but
Whatever
I was like, man,
it was, I
wonder,
offered to buy it, so it couldn't have been that bad.
But I was
because
like,
I'm
man, I
cheap as
wonder if
shit.
that cheese is any good. Like, I would be hard pressed to buy a cheese that was that expensive. But I'm sure there are expensive cheeses out there. Over the
absolutely.
weekend, I bought a cheese from Costco. That's a cheese. It's like some sort of wine, isn't it?
It was about $8 a pound.
Port wine cheese?
Yes, a port. Was it port wine?
I don't know.
No, it wasn't port wine. It was some other wine that was in it.
I'm not a cheese person.
I can't remember, but it was really good. Whatever cheese I bought from Costco was really good. It was like $10.
Well,
So go ahead.
I was just gonna clarify. I said I'm not a cheese person. I don't like to try a bunch of different cheeses. I like basic cheeses.
I bought it was up in New York, this grocery store called Fairway. Fantastic. I wish there was one here, but it's only on Long Island. They had a whole cheese aisle after the giant row of olives, like fresh olives and peppers, and this like you could just get a spoon jars worth into it was amazing. They have a whole cheese area, and I'm walking around it, and I'm just like, what's that stink? Oh my god! And it was a 2-year aged provolone. This specific cheese smell, if it was on a person, I would have gagged, but it was a cheese. I was like, fuck, I need this. So I bought it. I bought this thing. It grew up made in an Italian family, and they always would eat this stinky. I remember the stinky cheese, and it was that. There was this old provolone they would get, and they would put it like on pasta or just eat it. So I just finished it, and it lasts forever because it's been aged and it doesn't really mold. So I just finished it this week. I had it for like 2 months. It was amazing. Every single bite. And I finally finished it on Friday. And I had too much cheese.
Huh.
But it like destroys your breath for ages. But it's so good. It's so good. It is so good. It reminds me of my youth, of the stinky cheese days.
The smelly cheese reminds
The
me of my
stinky
youth.
cheese. Yeah, you get some salami with that. Holy shit, amazing.
Yeah, I love it a cheese.
How about a favorite vegetable?
You know
Man,
what?
I thought this was a this or that. I don't like to choose favorites. God damn it.
Well, if you had to pick a vegetable, like for me, for example,
Can I
my
pick
go-to
two?
vegetable is carrots. If I'm getting weird and I'm like, if I can make a vegetable, Swiss chard. Swiss chard you can also make with breakfast if you ever want to have little eggs
the
and chard.
fuck is Swiss chard? What are you talking
It's
about?
like a
it's a leafy
kale.
green.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of Swiss chard.
Yeah.
Well, you're just learning all kinds of shit today.
I am.
I'm okay.
Listen, I learn something new every day. A lot of it, actually.
Swiss chard is yummy.
My
very, very
favorite,
good for you too.
my favorite is Brussels sprouts. That would be my favorite.
That's a very farty. It's a very farty vegetable.
If I were to have
I
one
like a good
every
fart.
single day and I could eat it, it would. Well, yeah, it would be Brussels sprouts.
I like Brussels sprouts and I like green beans
Okay.
a lot.
Green
I-
beans are okay.
I do like carrots, but that's not something I think of to make all the time, and I really should.
Roasted carrots. Just you cut them up,
Yes.
put them in the oven on a tray, a little olive oil and kosher salt. Amazing, and they just turn into sugar. It's delicious.
Yeah, I like sugary
She like it as
Sugar,
sugar, huh?
carrots.
And
yeah.
you could put maple syrup all over the hot carrots. I'm sorry, I was just trying to trigger you, Heather.
Yeah,
What-
I'm not gonna be doing that.
What about favorite fruit?
Favorite fruit? Chris does not eat fruit.
I won't eat fruit.
I
No?
like strawberries.
No, I'm not a fruit guy.
No, not fruit guy. I
Ah.
like watermelon
Ah.
Watermelon's good.
or a Honey Crisp apple.
Those are good too.
All right, liquid round. Listen to me. All right, this is gonna be the rapid fire round. Ready?
Okay.
Bar soap or liquid for
Liquid.
the shower?
Liquid.
You're liquid people.
Liquid.
I'm a bar soap guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I have to have my bar soap. All right, hardwood or carpet?
Hardwood.
Hardwood.
Yeah, I'm the same way. And I got two more. Ready? Best season of the year.
Fall.
Spring.
I like fall too. I
Fall's
just
the
like
best.
I prefer the weather and everything's dying around me in a prettier color. It reminds me of death. I love the fall. And finally, we're gonna end this with favorite ice cream flavor.
Oh,
And
fuck.
this is a hill you have to die on because there's no like, oh, well, I kind of like this. There's always a go-to ice cream flavor, without a doubt.
I'm gonna say my favorite is vanilla
Mm-hmm.
because it is so versatile. You can put shit in it. You
Whoa.
can put shit on top of it.
Whoa.
You can clean
You
your
can-
eggs in it.
You
Yeah.
you can dress it up with strawberries. You could put peanut butter. You could do chocolate. You can do sprinkles. You can put it on top of brownie or an apple pie or whatever the hell you want, and it's delicious.
Okay.
But I do
And-
like heavily seasoned ice creams as well, like Rocky Road and stuff. God, Jason, this is a hard question.
Heavily. Well, what is heavily seasoned?
I meant like.
Heavily
Jason
seasoned.
knows what I meant.
I know what she meant.
Okay.
One of my favorites that I go to that I had, and it's a Baltimore thing, but Old Bay caramel ice cream.
Ugh.
Oh my
That
god.
was
I
that
don't
was
know
the
if I would
craziest
like
flavor
that.
I ever had. It was so freaking good.
I
But if
can't
I'm
imagine that.
if I'm picking an ice cream flavor, if I'm like going to the store, I always, without a doubt, wind up getting the chocolate cherry if I could find it. Like that's my preferred. If not, if I just have to pick an ice cream flavor, like what do you want? I kind of like strawberry.
Strawberry's a good one.
Sometimes I like the Neapolitan. You get a little bit of each.
Mhm.
That's how I like to view life. I like to have a little bit of each.
Mine is vanilla. I love vanilla ice cream, and I love rainbow sprinkles on it. And I like it when it's a soft serve ice cream with a lot of rainbow sprinkles when you're on the boardwalk.
That's a good one.
When you're on the boardwalk, and local to us is Ocean City, Maryland. Go to Ocean City, Maryland, boardwalk, ice cream, vanilla, on a cone with all the sprinkles. Oh, fucking amazing.
How about soft serve versus custard?
Oh,
Because
that's
you
hard.
have on the boardwalk, you have the Coors Brothers who have the custard,
Ugh.
which is out of this world, and that's what I prefer most of all.
I like them.
They have they have the sherbet, the orange and vanilla twist,
I'm
and
not
that's
into
my
that.
favorite.
No, I don't know if I could do that.
I'm not
Yeah.
big into citrus in my desserts.
Okay.
That's very specific. Okay.
Yeah, no key lime pies, no lemon meringues,
Oh,
no sherbets. I don't like that shit.
I
I
love
wish I did.
key lime pie when done correctly. I should make one of those.
I'm not a fan of that either.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make one.
I'll be honest
I'm
with you.
gonna do it right now. Hold on. We're gonna be on for another 3 hours while I do this. So that was fun. That's a new segment that I like to call Pick One.
Pick one.
Pick one.
And look, you can hear everyone can see the magic happening. I actually had notes that I was marking them off
Well-
with this
I like
pencil
that.
right here.
That's
We've
beautiful.
hit almost an hour and 10 minutes. We've gone over by 10 minutes and
A buck
how,
10.
and
Not
how
to mention the hour and 40 everyone was hanging out prior.
how dare you? Number one.
Yeah.
How dare you? What's that Thunberg girl say? How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you? Guys,
know
thank
what you're
you
talking
for
about.
tuning in. What? You don't know who that is?
No.
You don't know who that is?
No. Is that activist?
Oh my god. Yes.
Yeah, she was
Oh
the.
my
How dare you?
god. Ugh.
And by the way, for
dare
everyone looking at home, oodles.
There you go.
Oodles.
Oodles. Oodles of noodles.
Oodles.
Guys, if you've never heard of Heroic Nonsense, well, now you have. So this is Heroic Nonsense. This is the first time we've gone live on the GastroCast Live, which has been a lot of fun. We'll do this again in the future. This is great. Hopefully next time we can get set up a little bit quicker and we can have more people tuning in and hanging out with us. After this live, we're going to have, maybe we'll do like a little bit of a Q&A for a few minutes and talk to people that are in the chat. So if you aren't here live listening, unfortunately, you'll miss out on that. If you don't know what the GastroCast is and you know what the Heroic Nonsense is, go and check out GastroCast on Instagram at GastroCast or go on YouTube and check out GastroCast. We do a lot of fun toy videos. We talk about collectibles and all things in between. We have a lot of fun here. Our lives are our favorites. Come in and tune into a live. I'm sure you'll have a good time. Heroic Nonsense also is a lot of fun. It's a podcast where we talk about just about everything. Obviously, you could tell we're talking about vegetables and fruits. We're having a lot of fun over here. So check us out.
You know who's not having a lot of fun?
Uh-oh.
Evan Rachel Wood. Because
Fuck
she's an
Evan
asshole.
Rachel Wood. That piece of shit.
Oh, what an asshole.
What an
anyway,
asshole.
you can find me online at SwoBobaFett on Instagram. That's Boba Fett with a SWO in front of it. And you'll be seeing a lot more from me.
There
and
you
other
go.
things.
Listen to that. Oh
Yes,
my
sir.
god. Secretive.
Yeah. And everyone should go join the Funko board.
Boom.
That's all I'm saying.
Hey.
That's all I'm saying.
He's got things to
Very
say. He's got things to do.
important.
Guys, remember as always, what do I say? I don't remember what I say.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a we hunt
You
together. It
should
can't be.
have a new catchphrase. I think it's we'll
oh,
see you next time.
I remember. We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Bye. Hooah!
All right. That was awesome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and hanging out with us. Wow. That was episode, what is that? Season 2, episode what? What episode is this?
3.
Is it 3?
I think it's 3.
Is it
I
3?
feel like it's 3.
It can't be.
Is it?
Is it?
It can't be.
It can't be.
I don't
feel
know.
like it is, but
Is
I'll
it?
look.
Yeah,
I'll
check
look
it
to
out
be
for
sure.
me.
Oh, sorry, it's episode 4. Because I forgot about the Merry New Year cactus. If you measure from the balls, no spoilers.
Ah, yeah, that's one of my faves.
Mhm.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can.
Are we still live?
We are live.
Oh boy.
We're still live. So everybody's still here. They're all hanging out. Guys, what did you think about our, what did you guys think about the live? Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. It was something different than we've normally done here on the GastroCast. If you guys haven't gone over and checked out Heroic Nonsense, you can find it on all the different podcast outlets, including Apple iTunes. You can find it on Google Play. You can find it. We post it on Anchor. So from Anchor, it goes out everywhere. So go and check it out. You can find many other episodes that we've done. Do we have anything special coming up, Jason?
No, but I just wanted to bet someone mentioned D Sparks 003 mentioned no lemon ice, and I do love me some lemon ice, but I'm sure Heather doesn't because it's citrus.
Right.
But I do love my sorbets, Haagen-Dazs, the mango that they have, fantastic. Anything Haagen-Dazs puts out, amazing. But it's a nice little palate cleanser, especially after you have your fettuccine with pasta sauce.
Somebody,
True.
Steve Andrews asked, "Did you finish You?"
I finished it. Chris did not even start.
I have
it.
not even started Steve Andrews, not even yet, at all.
No,
0.
And I the memes are starting, but I've still never seen Bird Box, so I avoided that. So we'll see if I can avoid this one as well.
What, you didn't watch Bird Box?
I never did. And then, all the memes came out and like I kind of understood it. And then all of a sudden they were just like, oh, Bird Box isn't popular anymore. And then I just kind of forgot about Bird Box until they did one of those recaps of the 2010s. And there was the Bird Box challenge. And I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot to watch.
Good old Bird Box challenge.
Bird Box.
So a couple weeks ago, we're going to talk about, we'll get into the Gasolcast kind of flow for a second. A couple weeks ago, we talked about our honeymoon that's coming up. We have completely rescheduled our entire honeymoon now.
We already talked about that.
Have we talked about it?
Yeah.
Well, the good thing I wanted to talk about attached to that is that because we rescheduled everything, now we can do everything that we want to do. And the
Right.
one thing that was on my list that I really wanted to do, at first I didn't want to do it, but now I want to do it big time, is build my own lightsaber at the Star Wars land. And now we finally are able to do it. I'm so amped up about this. And apparently, one of the pieces there, you have to get there early enough. You can use a Rancor tooth and put it on the end of the hilt. And I really want that. I'm turned on to it.
How much is the build your own lightsaber?
Too much.
Take a guess.
Too much. It's $275.
No, lower actually.
Oh, okay. I shot high.
Yeah, you shot very high. How much do you think?
Yeah.
Go, keep guessing.
175.
Higher.
200.
Yes, $200.
Like 199.99.
$199.99.
No, I think it's
no, 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 no.
$199 flat, probably plus tax.
Yeah,
I
plus
don't
that,
know.
whatever. But it's so you get the lightsaber hilt that you build, then you get the lightsaber. You select what your little kyber crystal is going to be, so whatever color it's going to end up being, and then I believe they give you a case as well, or you might have to pay a couple extra dollars for that.
Case is included.
Case is not or is?
It is.
Case is included. So you get a lightsaber, a case, you get the whole 9 yards.
So is the case like plain? Oh, you're not flying down, so that wouldn't matter.
No, we're driving, so we're good.
Okay. You can just toss that in the back
You got
of
it.
the old station wagon.
That's right. And what I'm really excited about, I want to have my lightsaber with me, and I want to pose in front of the Millennium Falcon. And if you think that's a douche move, you're just like Evan Rachel Wood. You can fuck off because it's going to be a lot of fun. And I can't wait to do that. I'm going to have Heather pose with it like she's attacking me with it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to this whole trip. You excited?
You're only looking forward to it so we can get pictures
I'm so excited.
with a lightsaber?
Oh,
Is that-
yeah. I'm so excited. No, I'm excited.
you.
We're going to Star Wars. We're going to Star Wars land. We're going to be staying at the Polynesian Hotel. What isn't there to like, Heather?
Not much.
There's so many fun things. We have so much room for activities.
I know, I'm so excited.
It's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait. When was the last time you went to Disney World, Jason?
Oh my God, 1992.
1984.
No, it was 1992.
1990.
George. Yeah, I believe that Bill Clinton was still running for president back then. That's how long it was. Michael Dukakis was nothing but a faded memory into our existence. But yeah, it was 1992, and we had gone in 91 as well. If I got those dates right.
So no plan to take. I have this weird little hair. No plan to take your kids to. Disney?
My daughter, who's 9, recently, like this past 3 days ago, was just like, "Can we go to Disney?" I'm just like, "Fuck, we've avoided it," because my son's a little older. So I'm like, "We've avoided this for like 11 years." I said, "Now it's coming to light where we're gonna have to save money," because she never was into Disney, and like neither of the kids were. She liked Frozen for like a minute, and then like Tangled. But, they never got into anything else. She thought Aladdin was scary.
What?
She didn't want to watch any of the old stuff. They're not. So I was
Really?
just like, why are we going to spend all that money? Just, I'm not that into it. I mean, I used to like Fantasia. And I found like a whole bunch. I have my original Disney ears that I got when I was down there. They're broken. I need to re-rivet them to put them back together.
Reconnect them.
Reconnect them, but they're broken. And I found all my Fantasia merchandise because it had just gotten re-released when I was down there. So, and I remember
that's
seeing
cool.
Captain EO, and I remember seeing We went to Body Wars and a couple
That's
other things.
gone. Yeah, Body Wars is gone.
Yeah.
Captain
And-
EO, they actually put back in for a while.
Yeah, when he died, and then they took it down after Finding Neverland. Thanks, Oprah.
Ah, Oprah, you son of a b. I have a feeling you will go to Disney and you'll fall completely in love with it.
Well, I kind of want to. So I never went to Disneyland, and I kind of, if we could go, and I could. See, I always like to do as much as possible into my trips. So if we go to Disneyland, I can go to Funko Hollywood, and I can go to Burbank City and see some friends, and there's a lot I could do out there. Eat at Bob's Big Boy.
Hey, that would be fun. I haven't eaten at Bob's Big Boy in probably 30 years.
I've never
Bob's
eaten
Big-
there.
Say, look, Bob's Big Boy.
Hey, there he is.
Hey,
Look at that.
I got him everywhere around here.
Well, this was fun. I enjoyed this. We haven't done a GastroCast live in a while now, have we? We keep doing our interview series. Now we did this tonight, so we'll have to do a GastroCast live. Maybe next Sunday we'll come back and we'll all hang out and talk to you about all the latest news in our life. Anything new that we have to talk about? Anything new? Okay, well then I'll go on with my bullshit. So our newest video was posted yesterday. We did a video about the Captain America Winter Soldier Funko Pop set that came out years and years ago. We do a kind of a video explaining and talking about why that was so important to me and why I think it's my favorite set of any Pop Marvel set that has ever been released. We're going to be releasing a video this upcoming week on Tuesday. Look out for that. We're going to be talking about the new Avengers set being released by Amazon. We received the Iron Man. We're going to talk about that Iron Man versus the Iron Man that was released for the Avengers film way back in the day in 2012. So we'll compare the two. We'll talk about the upcoming set. Hulk was just announced a couple days ago, so we'll get into that as well. This Wednesday, we'll be live once again doing GastroCast interview series. I can't wait to do it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a friend on with us. We're not going to talk about that just yet. We're going to start promoting that over the next couple of days, so keep your eyes out for that. It'll be 8:30 p.m. EST on Wednesday, so keep your eyes peeled. But for now, that's all we've got. We have a lot of cool content coming your way. Make sure you listen to Heroic Nonsense. Our good pal Jason right here wants you to listen in with us and hang out with us because we love it oh so much. And if you can, Jason, tell them what they should do. What do you think that they should join right now?
The Funko Fanatic board.
Yes.
FunkoFanatic.com. But you can also join the Facebook group if you're not already there for GastroCast. We hunt together.
Yes, join GastroCast. We hunt together, the Facebook group. We have a lot of fun there. A lot of good people.
I covered both of them, depending on which one you wanted me to say.
Oh, no. It was the one about the secret reveal you'll have upcoming soon. Hibbity-bobbity. Guys, thanks for tuning in, and we appreciate you, all the people who stuck around the entire time. You have some major cojones on you. We love you so much. We will catch you next time, and remember, as always, we're all together, yes. Bye.
No.
We'll catch you next time.
Bye.
Arm noise.